I wanted to share some of my Dance Alchemy training this past week with you because I had a couple good takeaways. So I'm learning to lead Dance Alchemy. My goal is to become a facilitator of Dance Alchemy. And so I have to learn the songs that are in the playlist, and I have to learn the cueing that goes in each song at different points of the song. And then I have to learn the movements. So this is all new to me. I feel like I'm learning stick shift all over again. All of these things I have to focus on at the same time: the gas, the clutch, the steering, the stick shift. It's just a lot for me. So kudos to anyone who ever has to lead a movement class of any sort. I totally get it now. I signed up to be a Dance Alchemy trainer last year, but I had an injury, so it pulled me out of class. And I am so happy that happened because I'm only in my second week. We're going on to our third week, but already I am enjoying it so much more than I did last time. And I feel even more comfortable being seen than I did at that point last year. So I think that's a really good thing that came out of me having to wait for another 6 to 8 months to finish my training. And I'm really excited about that. But I did notice in this class, I did have moments where it became very clear to me that I am going to have to expand in ways that are going to feel a little bit not great. We joined on Zoom, so I'm learning this from home. And I seen the list of each of us that we're going to practice leading the group. And the group was only like 8 of us, I think, on Zoom, so it wasn't even that big. We learned 2 songs and we each picked one to lead. I do want to give myself kudos because I did pick the hardest one to lead. So I pushed myself in that way. But when the list came up on the Zoom that showed the order we were going in, I was last. I was like, oh, last? No. I wanted to be kind of in the middle. The middle felt kind of safe for me. So that was interesting to see that come up. When the woman before me started to lead her song, my throat got so hot and so tight. I could barely swallow. I had a huge knot in my stomach. And all of a sudden I was like completely in my head. I couldn't stop thinking about what I was supposed to do, how I was going to mess this up. I can't do this. Oh no, I have to lead. And my throat was so tight and constricted that I thought for sure when it was my turn to cue, my voice would betray me and everyone would see how nervous I was. And I thought I was going to be judged. I thought I was going to do a terrible job and whatever else my brain was telling me. I tried to calm my anxiousness during that last song. I allowed it to be here. I gave it some room. I didn't try to push it away. And that helped. I tried to do a little bit of Eden energy to help my anxiousness. And I looked at my sheet a few times because everything I had spent the morning learning just went, whew, it's gone. I did do it. I was sure I messed up halfway through, but I was wrong. I actually didn't do a good job. I cued at the right times. I did forget a couple things to say, and I did have to refer to my sheet once, but that was okay. And it was such a great experience. So the feedback after from all the women who joined and let me lead them was great. They said I made it so fun, and they said I did a good job. I can't remember what else they said, but it was all positive. So I just took that in. Despite my own internal experience, I really tried to receive that. So that was really good. I'm excited for this training. It's definitely gonna take me out of my comfort zone, but I can also see how it's going to help me step into more of a leadership role. And I'm excited about that. I'm nervous too. And I would like to share this journey with you guys. If you are learning something new in your life, or if Dance Alchemy training sounds like something you want to know more about, I have a link in the description for the Dance Alchemy training, and I believe there is a live training coming up in Toronto. So definitely check that out. If you are learning something new in your life, share in the comments. Let me know how you're stepping out of your comfort zone. When we're learning something new, it can feel worse than before you started to learn. It feels like you've taken 3 steps back sometimes. You almost feel dumber than you were before you started for a little while. So it's not really fun. It's not a fun process. But I'd love to hear how you are also learning new things and what that looks like. If you are feeling stuck, that's what I do in somatic coaching. If you need help getting unstuck because you do want to see yourself in a different place, then definitely check out my somatic coaching link in the description. I do one-on-one virtual sessions, and if you're local to where I am, then I also do in person. My takeaways from week 1 and 2 of Dance Alchemy was that I really need to keep showing up and pushing myself out of my comfort zone, because there's a huge part of me that still feels like it's so dangerous to be seen, but I know it's not life-threatening. It just feels really uncomfortable. And then I can see also too that I can really get into my head sometimes. And if I believed everything my mind was telling me, I definitely wouldn't be doing this. And so I have to stick to the facts. Yes, I feel anxious. No, that doesn't mean I'm gonna mess it up. Yes, my throat feels tight, but that doesn't mean I'm not going to cue and lead with confidence. So there's just a few things that I'm going to really get curious about in this week's training. Already, I feel like I don't want to volunteer to lead the one new song we learned last week. And so I will decide in the morning after I practice a few times if I am going to volunteer to lead the women in that. I know that not leading tomorrow in class isn't going to get me to where I want to go. And I know that leading is going to feel really vulnerable, really uncomfortable. But in the end, that's the action that's going to get me to the place I want to be as a woman, as a leader, as an entrepreneur. So yeah, we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching this video. Check out the links in the description and subscribe to my channel. I would love to have you follow along, and also let me know in the comments what you are starting new.